This is becoming a bit of a problem.
Okay, so I filmed this entire video only to find out that apparently it wasn't recording or something because I don't have anything. There's nothing there. Alright. First and foremost, I am trying to cut pattern paper, which is really frustrating and annoying, and I can't believe I have to record this entire video again. I feel like a complete idiot. Cutting fabric paper is really frustrating and time consuming, and I'm really tired of doing it. The end result is that I will hopefully have a really nice pair of pants because I decided to start making my own pairs of pants because when I go pants shopping it's always really disappointing and I never find anything that I really actually want. So I thought I'll just have to start making my own pants now. So that's a thing that happens. Another thing that's really frustrating and time consuming but slightly more rewarding is video editing. I have tried getting into video editing recently and it's really time consuming, but as it sort of unfolds before you in a much more obvious way than cutting fabric paper, it's just really beautiful and really exciting to watch. It's taking a very long time though, and I haven't even finished a single video yet, but I will soon. And when I'm done with that, I promise I will actually start working on that channel trailer I said I was going to do with your song, Adria, Nutella, and then clips of our past videos from the past year or so that we've been doing this. It's in a year and something. I have been writing like crazy, like in weird, crazy, inspired hermit writer kind of thing. I have written so much in the past few weeks, and of course not all of it's good, but I don't care. And some of it I actually think is probably my best work. I've been feeling really good about it. Some of it's my novel, which I really need to finish. Oh wow. And some of it is that I recently decided to step into the world of fan fiction writing, which has been a really great thing for me because I now have a much wider audience than I did before. My most popular story currently has this many hits, which is really exciting for me. It's not like that big, I guess, compared with other stories, but I'm really excited about that, and I get like the loveliest comments on that fic. I think a lot of it is because, well, I know is because of Hellbent back in December, the Doctor Who season finale. Because at some point those two characters just became like my muses and they make me want to write all the time and just create and create and create. I wake up in the morning and I just want to write things for them and I want to create, and they give me a lot of energy, creatively at least. I still feel sleepy. They give me a lot of creative energy and that's been really brilliant, and it's probably like, I wouldn't say that I'm like totally mentally healthy because if I get something done I feel really good about it, but like I won't want to like stop or take a break or anything because then I'll feel like, no, you need to be doing something and you need to always be doing something. So it's not like exactly like a constant happy state, but it's sort of like a really happy for me kind of state, I guess, and just sort of the kind of mindset that I'd always would like prefer to just be in for the rest of my life, I think. I'm really hoping that this sort of inspiration lasts and these two fictional characters just continue to be my muses because they work, man. They get me to work. Going into other topics, meatless chicken nuggets are a go. I decided to purchase some meatless chicken nuggets when I was at the grocery store, at the natural food aisle at the grocery store the other day. And so that turned out to be a really great idea. They are made from like fungi, and of course they don't taste like exactly like chicken at all, but they taste really good. And I really want to try like experimenting with different like recipes for sauces. Like if I could make meatless orange chicken, I would be set for life. I'm not a vegetarian and I probably will never actually be vegetarian, but I'm not much of a meat eater anyway. So I'm always here for more meatless options in my life. I finally finished reading The Time Traveler's Wife. It took me a really long time, and I think it's because sometimes I would get really bored with it and just like slow down or not read much at all for long periods of time. But then it picks up again, and then it got really heavy. Oh, that was not a happy, easy book to read, my friends. It was really good, though. It was a good book. Next, I think I'm going to finally read Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. It's the third, and what I do believe is the final book in the Miss Peregrine series, making it a trilogy. I got it when it came out in September, and I got it signed by Ransom Riggs, and then I didn't read it. I need to get on that because Invisible Boy Millard Nullings is awesome. And I really want to see what happens to his character. To be honest, though, I think I'm really just waiting until Wednesday when issue 2 of Clara Oswald and the School of Death comes out. Because I am really excited for that story. Look at that! It's a pet leg. I'll just finish this video up by saying the last thing I really wanted to talk about was that I recently watched 2 different murder mysteries. One was Death Comes to Pemberley. It's on Netflix. And it was really interesting. It wasn't, like, great, but I didn't figure out who the murderer was. That was pretty cool. And it was an interesting way of looking at the characters of Pride and Prejudice after the events of Pride and Prejudice. Especially Lydia. I think they did a really good job with Lydia because she's such a character who is so neglected, I think, really, in the original. And you just sort of feel like she's not a great person, but she doesn't deserve what happens to her at all. Even though she doesn't really even seem to care. It's hard to tell. But what I really like is that this production did a really good job of sort of taking a very different approach to her, but still not pulling her from that sort of shallow area and into somebody who's much more aware of who she is and what she does than you might have previously guessed. The other murder mystery that I watched was the adaptation from December of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, and it was absolutely brilliant, like really dark, just grim, like messed up. Agatha Christie is messed up, man. But it was really good. It was 3 episodes. So was Death Comes to Pemberley. But it was 3 episodes. It was really just, I did not figure out who the killer was at all. I think there was one part where I sort of guessed, but it did a really good job of sort of throwing you off that trail. And yeah, it was just beautiful. Like, the adaptation was just gorgeous. Like, the acting was amazing, but the cinematography was just, like, so perfect. If you don't know what And Then There Were None is about, it's about 10 strangers are invited to an island called Soldier Island, and they, during dinner on their first night, the host of the island is not anywhere to be found, and on dinner their first night there, they listen to a recording where they're all accused of different murders, and the story then proceeds to kill off one of them at a time. And you sort of learn a lot about the characters and what they did and their past and who they killed and why they killed that person. And it's told, so you have these flashback sequences, but the flashback sequences are told with a really, really good use of the unreliable narrator. Like, you really don't know. You'll think something is actually happening, and then you'll find out that that's not what happened, and that the person who's remembering is intentionally altering their own memories as they're thinking about it, and you as an audience, you're just sort of being tricked into sort of thinking certain things, and just really, really well done production. Beyond that, my life is just work and not wanting to be at work. So I will see you, yeah, I'll see your video next week, Adria. Bye.